You guys see that? These are all the mixed CDs I made in the late 80s, the 90s, and early 2000s. Do you guys still like making mixtapes or CDs or both? Let's nerd out on making mixtapes / CDs. Do you still like doing that? Who still likes making mixtapes or mix CDs? Gotta turn a light on here. I'm gonna trip over something if I don't, watch where I'm going. I do. It's the fun, creative side, God, turn this light on. Come on. All right, done. Who still likes making mixtapes or mix CDs? I mean, I love making mixes. And a lot of people call them mix tapes, even though they're mix CDs. Okay, turning all my closet lights and bathroom lights off. Making my way back to my desk. Yeah. Come on. Tell me. Let's talk about this. Let's nerd out on making mixes. Yeah. Here's one of my mixes from, I'd say, 97. Yeah. Come on, don't be proud. Admit you like the creative process. I know I still do. Even though the creative process is different. Guess what? It's upside down. And it's backwards. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Yeah, it's backwards. Oh, you don't want to see my unmade bed? You want to see the mixes. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. So, who's with me here? Who wants to nerd out on making mixes? Who wants to do it? Come on. Come on. You know you like it. You know you get out those CDs or 45s or whatever you do. Come on. Here's another mixtape. This one is from 2002. Oh, this one's gonna end up backwards too. Oh, snap. Where'd it go? Oh, snap. Oh, my goodness. It's a vinyl potato. Yay! Do you still like making mixes? Okay, here's the other one. Here's the other mixtape. Oh, that reminds me, Will. I send you a oh. Right, I gotta watch my French here. Watch my French. His kids watching. I'm sure. I won't say kids, maybe youngsters, younger people, young adults. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta send you a Christmas mix. Hey, I haven't seen you on YouTube lately, Will. Is everything all right, or is life just getting in the way? You know, I miss seeing you on YouTube. I'm sure work and other things are, it's all is good, just busy. Okay. Yeah, I gotta remember to send you a Christmas mix. I know you enjoy them. Yeah. Well, you have in the past. That doesn't mean you will in the future. Oh, look at that. How the heck? How the heck did I touched something there. On my computer, pardon me. Okay, we're gonna put that somewhere else. The phone. There we go. Good, good. Yeah, I tried to lean my iPod up here against something where it would be, especially the Christmas ones. Oh, good. I'll send you one. Yeah. Um. Yeah. And if you have time and the energy, I'd like to get a Christmas mix from you. There's your challenge of the week, huh? Yeah. How's that for a challenge of the week? Yeah. Anyway, so you guys, most of you know my CD mix or the mixtape story, how I got started. But for those of you who don't, I'll gladly tell you again. Yeah. Well, anyway. Um. I went to a cousin's wedding, and my one cousin Steve made a bunch of mixtapes for his sister's wedding. To play. They didn't. I guess they didn't have money for DJ, or didn't have room for DJ, but or whatever. But he made a bunch of mixtapes for his sister's wedding. So I'm looking them over, and they had, he had the artist, and then, well, he had the song, and then he had the artist next to it, and he had the artist underlined. Well, at the same time, I started making mixtapes, but I made them for my walk, and I just listed the songs. But his looked so professional. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta start doing that with my mixtapes. Because at the time, I started to, gain a little weight, and someone suggested I take my Walkman and take power walks, and that's what I did. And I said, that's a great idea. So, after, he'd have the song, the J card, and he'd have the song, and, all in small capital letters. Well, uppercase, but small lettering. Very neatly. Oh my gosh. And then he'd have the artist next to it, like, one after 909 slash the Beatles, and he'd have the Beatles highlighted, with yellow highlighter. You guys remember those things? Highlighter. And yeah, highlighter was the office personnel's best friend back in the day. Probably still is. These days we have, spell check. Anyway, so yeah. And I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta start doing that. I was inspired. So that's what I did. And, one year, I think it was probably the following year, Like the following summer, I was racking my brain of what to get my dad for his birthday. I just said, nah, another tie, nah, another shirt. And I said, a mixtape. I'm like, oh, but how? I had some of the music he liked, but not all of it. I said, how am I going to get some decent music on there? So when no one was home, I would tiptoe down to his record collection, pull out a record, bring it upstairs, put the selected track on the tape, and try to remember where the album was placed without him knowing it. And I was this close to getting caught once or twice. Like, I was a sneaky DJ back then. I was like the James, I'd say, I'd pull out like Glenn Miller, then I'd pull out a album to the left of it, and I'd say to myself, okay, remember this. The album that is pulled, Glenn Miller, is right here. So, I almost got caught once or twice. But so I completed the tape, and his birthday came around. I found some wrapping paper. I wrapped it up so neatly, or maybe my mom did. I don't know. And he opened it up. He goes, "What is this?" He thought he made. I don't know what he thought it was. So he opened it up. He goes, "What's a tape? What's on here?" So he's looking at it. He's like, reading the track list. He goes, "Where'd you get these songs?" And I had to fess up and said, I covertly went into his record collection and chose selected tracks. He goes, "Wow." And he loved it. He liked the mix. Of course, his money of his records were crackly and a little well worn, let's say, but that way. Yeah. So yeah, and then I started making them for friends and family and got good feedback. And the rest, as they say, is history. Yeah, what's your mixtape story? Come on. Maybe you could put in the comments below or whatever. Come on, tell me. I would love to know your mixtape story. These are, this one I did 2002. And I know a lot of these came off of vinyl. Back in the day, man, vinyl. And some came off a CD. And some of them might have come from the library too. Because by 2002, yeah, I was utilizing the library. That was 2002. Yeah, that's why I just started becoming computer literate. That's before I had a computer myself. So yeah, I'd go on, the one librarian, Sally, she has since retired, showed me how to go on the library website, pick a song and, put it on hold. And, yeah. And, wow, yeah, It's Only a Paper Moon, Frank Sinatra. I didn't know he did that. That might have come from in the flip side of something on the 45. It's only a paper moon, sandstorm to rude. Wow. I gotta see if some of these titles are on iTunes. Uh-oh. Yeah, Trish. Uh-oh. Here we go. Yeah, I'm totally nerding out on mixtapes now. I'm making a tape now. Oh, cool. For yourself or? But yeah, tape CDs, it's just a fun, creative process. And, like back in the day when I used to make these things, like, I'd be like on a roll and I'd know what track was coming next, but either the phone would ring or someone would be at the door, or I'd have to, whatever the case may be, I would have to stop the tape, and my thought process went boing out the window. It was there, and then I think, okay, here's coming, and then I got interrupted. My train of thought got interrupted, and it was often hard to get back on track. But with CDs, you just, click point, and it's so easy. Although I must say, the creative process of making these things was so cool. Because no two tapes were ever alike. I'd say, wait a minute, maybe I'll put that song after that song on, Whoosie's tape, and it would and I have a tape of, one day I thought, oh well, soup's on. Good talking to you, Mr. Mayo, and, I'll send you a mix either to your house or, maybe I'll send a few to the record store, and Joe can give you one. Yeah. Oh man, he might sell them. Anyway, soup's on. Wow, I had soup the other day. That onion soup, that was pretty good. And I had but this isn't not about soup. This is about the mixtape. Okay, let's stay on track, Trish, huh? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I like. Was it say something River by Enya? Something River by Enya? I don't know. And then Yellow Rose of Texas by Mitch Miller. Was I drinking when I made this? That's what you don't do. You don't mix and make it a mixtape. That is the worst thing to do. Because you're drinking and you forget to write things down, and yeah. Oh, It's a Crime by Sade. Tullamore, Tullahor, I don't know, maybe I did, because my writing's like chicken scratch on this one. Let's see what's on the other side of the J card. Yeah. What's on the other side of this J card? Yeah, let's check it out. Hope you be inspired. And, let's see what's on the other side of this. Ooh. Yeah, making mixes is but make a good one. Yep. Well, that's the fun about, that's the artists, like I've read the Bates in the past about making the perfect mixtape. You know, making the mixtape shouldn't have to be perfect. It should be fun, you know? Like a lot of people, you know, strive to make the perfect mixtape, but it's like art. Art shouldn't be perfect. That's why it's art, you know? It's gotta be fun, you know? Like, and here's the bottom of the J card. If you have fun in the creative process, what the heck, you know? And years ago, FB then join page what? All right, final, okay. Join the page, it'll be real. Huh. Okay, yeah, Vinyl Search has a page on Facebook called something about I forget what he called it, but I gotta email him back and, say, send me a link. I can't find whatever, page he started. Something about, it's a music, a web page by Laura's looking for it, and maybe I got the name wrong. I don't know. So anyway, yeah. So, yeah, making mixes is fun. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just your own creative, like I've had a mix one time. I put Frank Sinatra next to Led Zeppelin, and I'm like, what in the heck? But that's the fun of it. You kind of jump tracks like that, Doesn't have to be all the same genre, all the same artists, it could, it's, I used to joke around, with my friends saying if, I got, if the mixed, there were such a thing as a tape police, I'd be getting a ticket for failure to maintain a genre. But I'd be like I've listened to mixes that start out real slow and they go right into fourth gear. Like it'll be like Frank Sinatra, and they'll go jump right into, like Frank Zappa or something weird, like, whoa, it'll be going like from 0 to 60 back to 0, and like, whoa, my goodness. And like, it'll be like Bob Marley followed by, Blondie or something, like, whoa. So, when you make a mix, always have fun with it. Don't try to make the perfect mixtape. Just make a fun mixtape. Have fun with it, Yeah, all right. All this stuff is popping up, and 23 minutes talking about mixes. Well, I could go on all night with this one, but I'm going to sign off right now. I'm going to sign off for now, and I hope everybody enjoyed this conversation. If you want to more live streams on this topic, let me know, and I'll get back on. We'll do that one day, maybe this weekend, if enough people interested. I'll have part 2 to this conversation here. All right. I hope everybody has a great rest of the week. And I'll see you soon. Peace, love, and keep the good mixtape spinning. Yeah. Talk to you later. Love y'all.